Hey, so everybody that I've ever talked to struggles with organization, and I know here on the group we hear about it every day, every multiple times a week. How do you organize your templates? So we decided that for November we're really going to focus on organizing our own craft stash and share that process with you. I'm going to start with something that I've kind of honed in really that works for me really well. Maybe not work for you, but it works really well for me. So I wanted to share that process with organizing my templates. So I have this shelf from IKEA, which I don't even think they have this color anymore, but they definitely still, they're like Raskog cards. And then they have similar ones at Michael's, I know that you can get. But this is like, I use this every single time. So I have a scrapbook room, but then really I always scrapbook at the table so I can be with my family. So I usually like to be able to like have mobile for my best and favorite tools. So these are the Totally Tiffany designer template organizing storage cards. It's gotten a lot bigger because I have every single Kiwi template that they make, and it's taken up a lot of space here. So being organized is definitely key. I should know the names better. Like the 3-pocket one. So I keep most of my tinies in there, you know. I don't know, each of the accessories. So basically, I've heard, we've had a lot of discussions like, what's the best way to do it? I know there's definitely binders, different things like that. I personally like to be able to flip through without having to deal with a binder. So the height of my storage cart is where that is so important. So it is just over 3 inches, which means I can easily flip through and find the one I want. I don't really keep them in any order because then I always end up just like tucking them right in there. I did want to share though why I feel like that is so important, because I went to a scrapbook night with some friends and I took this really cute little, it's like magnolia cart, and it has little handles, so I thought it was going to be perfect. Well, it's a lot deeper. So then, and gosh, if I take a bunch of these. When you have all these in here, though, you can't flip through and see what you're looking at. There's no way, when all of them are in there, there was no way to flip. So this is like 6 inches deep. I'm going to say the 3 inches one works really good for that. And then what really works well for me is sometimes, you know, kids are going to be waking up in the morning. I don't feel like cleaning up 100%. So I have some templates out, and I always just like tuck them in there, and I'm like, I'll get to it later, right? But it allows me to kind of stay organized, not destroying the whole system, but still pack away very quickly. I do keep down here, these are kind of all my favorite tools, right? So obviously designer templates. I tuck my paper cutter over here. I do have another one of these box with extra like empty pockets, which I have some plans for, but I like to have these. I keep all my cards kind of separate, the tiny borders. But these are awesome for when I'm traveling. I can just like, I'll come through here and be like, I'll pick like just like a couple random borders and maybe some accessories that I know I'm going to be using. And so those are really nice because then I can like throw this box in a bag with some paper and my basic tools, and that's all I have to take. So I don't use this on a day-to-day basis. Like I'm not a huge card maker, so my tiny borders aren't like my most used thing. So I feel like keeping them separate is kind of nice. But having all these to be able to flip through is my favorite thing. And then the next I use stickers a lot. Maybe not normal stickers, but like the alphabet stickers are these really cute. What are they? Amy Tangerine. So a lot of those that I just keep. I'm a sucker for alphabet stickers, so I always buy those. And then here at the bottom, which is kind of a little harder to use, so I'm not going to keep my basic tools there. But I do grab my idea books are all stored there and a few other basic tools. I haven't done eyelets forever, but somehow I keep that mat. And then I do have, it's just a little tote, I guess we'll call it a tote, where I keep a lot of pencils. I'm kind of anal about having really sharp pencils, and so I like to have a bunch that I can really flip through. I keep like my enamel dots right there, and then my ink and daubers, of course, and then scissors. I am such a sucker for scissors too. I think I took like 3 other pairs of scissors out of here so that it didn't look so bad. But other than that, this is how I keep it. So I have a few circle punches that I use frequently. I love my little crimper. My, gosh, what are these called? I don't know, fringe scissors, there we go. So this is the tote that I would always bring to the table. Then I have my templates right by my side. And so that's how I can basically, I scrapbook every weekend and get it all cleaned up. No big deal. So this is my tried and true way. That 3 inches is important. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit. Let's see, let me get this flipped over. My scrapbook room is another story. I really focused, we just moved during the summer, and I've really focused on getting the rest of the house put together, and my scrapbook room has remained woefully disastrous. But you know, if you make a commitment through Kiwi Lane, then all of a sudden I have to get it clean. So I'm really excited to share that process with you. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of sneak peek. It's a disaster. And I thought I had it kind of clean, but then I'm like, oh, I need something, right? And oh my gosh, look at that, guys. So I've kind of like, I have a certain amount of cleanliness, but the second I need something, then it all goes to pot. So I think the focus, you know, there's just so much stuff. The focus is definitely on usable cleanliness, right? Organization. If you can't grab it, if you can't use it without destroying the room, then it's not actually going to help you. I think being very intentional about where you put things, about what are your favorite tools. I know paper is obviously a huge thing. I'm like, I hate that it always ends up like this. The second I'm like, I need my hot glue gun or something that not as necessarily my everyday thing, and then poof. So Susan's gonna hop on. Tiffany from Totally Tiffany is gonna be sharing some videos with you guys, all of that. But I am gonna be giving away 2 of the Totally Tiffany boxes. If you guys want to comment below, what is your biggest struggle with organization? We'd love to hear it. We'd love to address it. Or even like what is like the aha moment that you've got. Anyway, we're going to pick 2 winners tomorrow. Let's say like noon. Tomorrow by noon. Comment below. Let us know what's your favorite thing. What's your hardest thing. You know, we'd like to hear anything about organizing. And we will give away 2 of... Let me get them. So it's 2 of these boxes, Totally Tiffany, super awesome. They come with 8 storage cards, and then you can kind of go from there. You can buy them separately, specific to whichever size templates that you need them for. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. See you later.